dodging the little clouds.
A little spraying of the Johnson grass. Just getting this finished up. We got to be able to get what needs it done today, because we're going to use this tank in this truck and hook it to a trailer that's going to have our new spray drone on it. That should be here tomorrow, so look forward to that. Spray a bunch of ditches with brush killer that won't kill the grass but will kill the tree. So you know, all that stuff we spent a lot of time mowing with the track in the winter. Hopefully this will kill it so we don't have to do that as much. Filling up the pickup sprayer. Drone showing up. Here's the plan. Gonna have water in that. Then going to use a red trailer and have chemicals and the drone on for now. And we'll work from there. Drone shows up today. Make sure we got water. Yeah. We might end up with a better setup, but we're going to start with that.
Okay, we're getting a drone tryout today. We're not bought one, we're just trying it out. Got a demo going today. Boy, she puts off the air.
I'll show you our setup and go over a few things that we're doing. We got a spray demo, a spray drone demo to try out, have it flown. We'll jump through all those hoops. This is the trailer we got set up for it for temporary. A generator, a fast charging pack that charges these 7 minutes, a cooling rack where it's got a couple fans right here, so it's actually cooling those hot batteries off. One's charging, the other one's just sitting here getting cooled. Has 3 batteries in the pack, decide to get it, and a drone. Got it down here. Yesterday we had it flown around the farm, just spraying Roundup to around riser pipes where that Johnson grass and everything grows up and you can't hardly see where anything is. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to spray here in these beans. That last one, the battery didn't last as long as it took to charge the battery, so that wasn't good. But you go from one spot and you lift up because you didn't want to hit nothing, and go to another one and then spray. This will actually do it all its own instead of in manual mode and go back and forth, so it should last longer. So we're going to see how that works out. So jury's still out on whether we're going to want one of these. Be nice. Whether it be necessary, that's another question. I think ditches it might do real good. Pop the battery in. These things are heavy, 25 pounds. Extend the arms, and they lock there. It'll get powered up and away it'll go.
Aircraft preparing to take off. Stand back at a safe distance. Take off.
I can't see it, but it's out there just flying along spraying, mind its own business. Generator running. This battery's already charged in the cool thing. Like there, see those fans, this one's charging right here. It keeps up a lot better when it's doing its own thing. Just a lot of load. 10 gallons don't last very long, 3 gallons an acre is what we're putting on right now. A lot of load. A lot of stop filling up.
Yeah, I did a bunch of mowing yesterday with out here around my house area. Here's at the Bridgeport corner. It was all weedy down through there. Now it's so pretty. Down on this corn is mowed. And you can see how this corn's really starting to turn now. But just really going. I've noticed some guys' corn I think some of them run out of nitrogen there to last, and it's really turned. Or maybe no fungicide. Well, ours got fungicide. Side dressed. And then we got some beans over here that's starting to turn just a little. Look like that bump right there turned a little because of dry weather. Got to dry for the beans now, unfortunately. I don't know how much, but I know we're losing yield now a little bit because it's been a couple weeks since we got any rain, especially on the lighter dirt. See this down through here, how pretty this corn is. Couldn't look any better. Couldn't look any better. We're gonna have some really high yielding corn, I think. We're thinking we may have the best corn we've had, but 2 years ago was the best crop. It's gonna be hard to beat it, so we'll see. Usually surprises you when I get in it, but corn not so much as beans. Beans is always up in the air. Corn, you got a real decent idea of what it's gonna do, so we'll see. Just want to show you a little bit of pictures there of where I mowed. Looks pretty, makes it pretty.
I'm out tendering the drone again today over in Indiana. Jay and David just moved that bean one this morning. It goes in 3 different spots, 2 beans, 1 corn, so see it running. It's been dry here for a couple weeks. It's supposed to be dry and hot again, and I tell you what, you can tell right where that water hits on the beans right now. So, it's doing some good with irrigation, but just seems to have rain.
Well, we're getting stuff a little bit ready to go for fall here. Gordy's out washing his truck off a little bit. They got Indiana done today, got it empty finally. Got a little bit more to haul out of Illinois. I don't know, 15,000 or so, and we'll be done. Getting the combines ready. Putting my blow-off kit that was made for the throat on my corn combine, which I've went over this every year, but I mount an extra tank right here. Put this deal here. The stainless steel line I had, pipe, off of old sprayer, I think, at one time. I got to adjust the tip on it yet, so this is tipped here, adjust it right here. Get her bolted up. I got a solenoid right there on the back side of my tank. Switch up in the cab, hit that, and it dumps all that air out these. Here, 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 up there, one big one here on the very front. And then we run, which I haven't got done yet, we run this extra line right here, back along the combine here. I'll run it back along here, back to the tank that come on the combine. So we got twice as much capacity of air. Right up there's a tank that comes. We'll tee into that line up there. These 2 tanks will be together. And we'll have a lot of air for blowing off. And Morris is putting in radio right now. And then he's going to show you something else up here in a little bit that's been a problem on the one, if you remember 2 years ago, kept dying. Isn't that what it did? It kept dying?
I don't remember what it was doing.
I think it was quitting in the middle of the field. We had a bad ground war. It wasn't bad, it's just loose from the factory, and he's found it again on this one combine. This one don't have it, this one did. He'll show you when he gets up there.
All right, let's see if we can show you where this ground's at. A lot of electrical back here. Those of you that run these, I'm sure know that. Oh, I'll get a little light here. All right, below all these fuses, right down here, there's several ground wires hooked up there. 3, 4 of them at least. And that was finger tight. And I'm pretty sure that's the one on David's that was causing all the problems. And if those of you that mess with stuff like that know a bad ground can really cause some funny things to happen. So checking those as we go. Make sure we got them tight, and that one is now. So check those. You get a new combine, it wouldn't hurt to look.
I'll show you something case-wised up about. This is one of the silliest things last year on our new combines. This camera on the back. I think Case put this on here. J&L could have put this one on here. It could have been on the auger and they moved it, but last year it was right up here. So it showed you the auger when you was going down the road. Not much help. So now it's moved down here where it ought to be. Must be, I got two cameras. I got one on my hopper. And then I think this is the one that was on the auger. And they moved it. I think it was out here on the auger. And we always move it to the back. Can't figure out why you need one on the auger when you can see the auger from the combine real easy. So I don't know. We don't need it. Like one on the hopper and one on that. Figured out the one on the auger was right up here by the light. Right there. We move it to the hopper. You can try to see how full your hopper is getting. Because the buzzers are not the best. I mean, you got to get them adjusted right. But I like to be able to see it. And I get my camera just right. I know when it's about covered up, it's good and full. It does have two sensors, of course. See up there? Moved them way up. He was way down there. We do put a little bit of a tip top on here. Makes hold about 20 bushel more top. This piece goes on here a little different. Makes it fill up front to back about right. You don't have to put any tip top on the front. That puts it to the back. These sensors here, they come down here. The 3/4 full, which would be about half. This one was about where this one is now. So we move them up. Got everybody that means something when they say it instead of just buzzing. And you got your light here to know when it's getting about full. I kind of think, your camera, I kind of think I usually put that, and I probably will do that before I run that out. I think I put it right up here. Right up there with the camera. Because the front's where I want it getting full first. When I see that corn's right there, no matter what the buzzers are saying, I know I gotta be stopping. So that's where that needs to be. Gotta fine tune all this stuff. When it comes to the factory, without this little bit of an extension, they don't have this piece, don't have this top piece right here. And then that piece. That makes it throw to the back. Makes it fill about even. And it holds about 25 bushel more, which ain't a whole lot, but sometimes it's getting through the field, open it up, or not getting through the field, so we always get them put on there. So I think that's about it. I know somebody's going to see this. At least you got to have that camera on that auger. That's fine if you like camera on your auger, but I just turn my head and there it is. So visual is better than video to me. We like this kind of spreader on the back versus the other one just because it don't tear up. But it throws crap up in here very bad. When you let this ladder down to fill up fuel, there is all kinds of stuff. Stalks, shucks. You need to remember to open that before you get to the farm or you got crap all over by the fuel tank. And there's supposed to be some kind of a new deflector now on the 9260s, I think it is, to keep some of that out of there. And we got 2 fill-ups, 2 fuel tanks. I hope to goodness the 9260s only will have one, but I'm thinking it probably won't. I know the great big ones do. They just have one now. So we'll see if they make that change.
Out doing the main thing I was excited about it for. Trying to spray this brush in these dishes. There it goes. Jay, filling up irrigations to get going on Monday. Making sure fuel's in the bean ones. The bean ones are still running, and we're done running the corn. Except for one that's got late replant in it. Running it one more time.
Well, continuing to get the combines ready. See right up there, we put a rack up there and I put a chain in there. Always at least one semi gets stuck somewhere. And then we got a couple clevises we use. Put them on the combine. Makes it handy. We'll put one on the truck or whatever. Carry a big old chain up there. We got the air system all working on this. Front tanks hooked up to the back now. Moved the camera in the hopper up higher. Now I'm putting on another fire extinguisher. The combines come with a water and two regulars, and we're putting a water fire extinguisher right here because sometimes they're a lot more reliable and work better to get out of fire. Don't just blow it all over like the regular fire extinguishers do. So we're putting them on. Then you can see we put on a lot more toolboxes. Morse has got one already on the front of his. This is to carry, I think, guards and stuff. Got a little old sticker on it. Got a big toolbox up here for all these tools. I put one, but not quite that big, up on the step. And another little thing we do with the combines is they come with these foot pegs right down here to put your feet on to rest a little bit. Well, we just don't think they're quite tall enough, so we made these. We bolt this here, put the foot peg up here where we want it. So we've done that for quite a while. Use the same piece all the time. So I'll show it to you here when we get it on. Okay, see, this is the way it looked before. Just sticking out of there in a hole. Take it out. Take a bolt, screw into here, and you screw this original peg into this piece. Then you tighten it up how you think you'd want it. So you can get it leaning more towards you, but it gets a little height, just enough to break up the way you're sitting. You're sitting here for hours on end, and we didn't think that down there was enough to benefit much, but this seems to help some. Yep, got that done. It's where I drive a lot, right here. Got my feet up here. Anyway, got that. My air system I blow off with, all done. Got the toggle switch up here. Blow off throat when I need to. I think pretty well got all the things on it now. Got the mount up here for my iPad. Hockey puck's in there. And this is for my gearing off corn head. Got it on. So what we're doing now, what Morse is doing is on the back's looking into. We got some deflectors from Case to on these type spreaders. I think I talked about where it throws a lot of stalks up in there. Try and get that so it don't throw too many stalks up in behind your ladder when you fill the fuel. And they've made some kits now for this, and guess they're actually going to go on the 9260s when they come out, but we've managed. Case has sent us some things to put on here and see how it works. These deflector pieces here, we'll see how it stops stuff from throwing up in there. Morse is working on trying to figure out how they bolt on right now.
Trying to figure out where this piece is they're talking about.
Ah.
Piece right there, that nut. I'm sure it's here.
Show you a picture when we get her on.
It is Friday. We're at Valero. This is my first video since being out of the hospital. I want to say thank you and appreciate all the prayers, and we will see you again. See ya.
All right, I'm done for the week. I have to say, probably mentioned this North Star Proven Performance. I don't even know what it is. Powerful, that's what it is. E825 generator. Runs all day on one thing of fuel, about non-stop. T50 DJI T50 drone seems to be pretty nice. It's also got things where it blows out the chemical after you're done, cleans the hoses, put fresh water through it. So I imagine we'll end up with it, and I'll end up being a spray drone pilot, looks like. But that's it for this week. See you next week, where hopefully we can do that for a couple more days.